after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Ryan. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. He'll get it inside the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive last time. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Henry running right. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bledsoe. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bledsoe under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Bledsoe. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bledsoe. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rob Gronkowski, 71 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. To throw for it is Ryan. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 121 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Touchdown, Patriots. Fred Biletnikoff from 3 yards out. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To try again after the sack, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go.
And Henry going to bowl his way in for a New England touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Ryan on first down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Ryan. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
161 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bledsoe. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Ted Hendricks. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Running left, it's Henry. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. He completes it to Olave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. He got 29 yards that time. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Henry. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high